with us right now, we have Tony. How do you say your last
Hello.
name? Is it Thressel? How do you say it?
Well done. I'm impressed. Yes, it is
Wow. Well,
Thrussell.
I am English by means of ancestry. Not I'm
Excellent.
so. So you're going to auto assembly, just like Lady Wreck. So
I am indeed, yes.
there's been some news that's popped up. Auto assembly is huge this year.
Yeah, well, now it's the Europe's largest Transformers convention. We
Nice.
had that distinction of last year, but this year has now sold, I believe, 525 tickets.
Dude, that's like as big as BotCon was at one point. I mean,
Oh, it-
that's like real. That's like when BotCon was fun. That's like really fun. That's how big it was.
oh yeah, and as a result of that, Hasbro have gotten in on the act. They have sent us basically, is it challenge for Cybertron 3-pack?
Yes, everybody wants one of
It's
those.
not even out yet here.
No, well, at the
Yeah,
convention,
sneak.
because here in the UK we're not getting it at all.
That
Yet again,
sucks.
it's screwed by Hasbro.
But we love him anyway.
Shouldn't say that too
Yeah,
loud.
we love
dude.
them anyway. Well, basically, what's happening is there are 30 sets to give away, and basically they're doing a Willy Wonka style. You turn up, you get your convention stuff, and you could get a golden ticket and possibly win a set.
That's awesome.
Nice.
That's cool.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
well, go ahead. Sorry.
I was
No,
just going
I'm
to
gonna
say,
have
well,
to go.
well, two of the figures are great, and the other one's Universe Galvatron. You know, what can you do?
They can't all be winners.
Yeah.
Looks
Universe
like
Galvatron's
someone
not
won a
that
prize.
awful. Yeah. So,
Well, it's go on. Sorry.
Who all did? Is Kal-El the primary organizer?
He's on the committee, but it's a guy called Simon Plume.
I know who
was
that is.
Yeah, who's actually organised everything.
Uh,
But yeah, Kal-El Prime's on the committee.
who have they managed to get guest wise this year?
Well, they have Gary Chalk
Awesome.
as Scott McNeil.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Mustang Sally.
Must.
yeah.
That was.
I saw that video. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I took that. That was the most awesome thing that happened all week.
Yeah, well, we've got a karaoke thing going on this year, so we're going to try and get him up there. We've also got Liam Shalhoub, who was done colorist for IDW. Some stuff for IDW. Just get the
Nick
website up
Roche?
here. Nick Roche.
Don't forget Nick Roche. Yeah.
Oh, I was coming to Nick Roche. Chris
Okay.
Carter, Jason Cardy, Kat Nicholson, Nick Roche, the legend that is Nick Roche.
Good lord, man! How many people are coming?
Yeah, quite.
Quite a
Like,
few.
you
Lot of
need, you
people.
need
few.
to, you need to have like. That's just massive. That's a lot of people. That's pretty crazy.
Oh yeah.
You have more guests than BotCon.
You need a convention just to hold
Yeah.
them.
Really,
It's like
more
a
guests than
softball game
popcorn.
with all the guests.
How many of
Awesome.
them actually just come into the convention, though?
I think Derek J. Wyatt is coming just for the
Oh, okay.
convention.
Hey, since you're on your way, dude.
Yeah. Well, as it is 1:54 a.m. in the UK, it's now a week to auto assembly.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this
is.
time
I'll see you
next
there,
week
buddy.
I will be on a plane.
Wow.
That's a
Is that
long
a
flight.
webcam or something?
It is. It's a very long flight. It's half
But
a
it'll
world
be
away.
worth every second.
It will be, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It better be, because I'm spending a lot of money to go.
No doubt.
And a lot of flight. What is
Pressure's
that?
on.
Like 15 hours?
Pressure! Lots of pressure!
BotCon is so
It's
huge.
going to take...
Go ahead. Sorry.
go ahead.
No, please.
I was going to say, my first, let's see, my trip over there will take about 16 hours. That's with, I think, 2 layovers or whatever.
Hmm.
And then on the way back, it's going to be about 20 hours. So
Whoa.
20 hours is sucky. That's like
That's
here
quite
to
I'm bringing lots of books to read.
Yeah, I took a 24-hour train ride one time, Yeah, the books are gonna get old really fast.
They're very, very
Become-
long books.
Yeah, which bathroom can I go to this time?
Take some methamphetamines. That's probably
Well,
what would be your best bet.
your iPod
So they'll arrest me, right?
like video, right?
My iPod does. It
Does
does
it?
have video, but it does. I have a video
Gonna
on there.
run it.
The only problem is you probably could watch like one video, and then it'll probably
gonna run out of
die.
time.
And so,
Oh,
Yeah, like 1/20th of the way through, her battery is going to die.
well,
Mm.
that's pretty lousy.
Man,
Yes,
Jurassic
that's-
Park is good. Damn it.
I wonder how it ends.
yeah.
I don't know.
oh,
So yeah, it's going to be
Fabulous.
shaping up to be a damn good convention.
Yeah,
Right on.
You know,
Sounds-
it sounds like it's just the right size. They have a huge selection or lineup of guests. It sounds pretty bitchin', actually.
Yeah, it will be. Well, if anything from last year's anything to go by, then this year's just going to be even better. Because last year's guests, we had Greg Berger and Ian James Collett from
Wow.
Beast Wars, and a large percentage of the ticket sales for this year was largely due to the fact that all the people that went last year's uploaded videos and just said how awesome it was. Like literally just hanging out and just messing around and drinking and talking and buying stuff and, you know, being in the script reading and things like that. And then because of that, a lot more people have decided to come along, which is always awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
I wonder if Auto Assembly is one of the first conventions to go viral.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think so.
It's awesome.
I mean, I put hours and hours and hours of footage up there, and so did everybody else. So you know,
That's pretty awesome.
was-
What do you, something like this? You have to have some sort of strategy. What's your strategy? What are you going to experience the camaraderie of the fans? Are you going to go to the dealer room? Are you going to try to hobnob and everything with the guests, or what's your game plan?
well, basically, from last year, I didn't really know anybody, and I just had a kind of a mental list of what I was going to pick up, and I went down there, and with the space of 10, 15 minutes, we were just out on the bar, just yakking, just talking, you know, about everything and anything. And then it was the kind of thing where, oh, I'll go to the dealer room. Dealer room's open. I'll go and have a look around. And I didn't pick anything up that I wanted. Got some great stuff. Don't get me wrong. And it was just a fantastic experience, all in all. And this year, with whole experience.
That's
Another
pretty.
thing.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, I think the best strategy to go for, as in picking stuff up, is don't expect anything. Like
That's
if you
pretty
go,
much my motto in life.
yeah.
Yeah.
no
But if you're
expectation.
going, if you're going down specifically to get a Diatlas, for example, you're probably not going to get one. But if you go, right, I'd like some more action. Sorry.
Do we know how many dealers that have signed up for Auto Assembly? Do we have any numbers on that? I don't think we did. I think we're fine. It's being a little choppy. Ustream's having some issues for me in general, but I think we're okay.
Yeah, audio's still
Okay.
good. Here comes the video back. We're good.
Yeah. We're fine.
Yeah, I just
That's
came
okay.
back.
Yeah, this happens to me. Unfortunately, this happens to me just watching video in general at Ustream. So I think they may have some scaling problems because it's quickly becoming the YouTube of live streaming. So sometimes it's choppy. So
I think you just need to blame Flash.
yeah, that's true too.
No, we just need to blame Kilby.
No, never blame Kilby for anything.
Kilby, eat more things. Maybe it'll stop.
I have a memory card reader. Should I eat this?
Yes.
Well, if you want, it probably won't take that long.
Sorry. Sorry. What's Rob saying? Blame Canada. Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I need to watch this now.
Oh,
so-
1999.
Oh god, that was so long ago.
Still relevant.
Yep. Party just like it. Party like it's that
Yeah.
time.
So yeah, auto assembly sounds totally boss. I wish I could go.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds
Well,
if it wasn't so far away.
Amy
What'd
was
you say
just
the
gonna
turnout
take
was
lots of
again?
pictures of you.
Yeah, take lots of pictures, Amy.
I will. I'll take lots.
I will as well. We'll definitely post them up on the RFC Facebook page.
That'd be awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sweet. Okay.
Mm.
So, do you want to hang around for our topic of the week, by chance, or do you have
Yeah,
to you have
sure.
to crash?
No, I'm fine. I can hang around.
Okay, cool. So I really wanted to talk about this a couple of weeks ago, but sorry, I'm swallowing some pepperoni. I'm trying to eat pizza while I podcast. It's not really working.
Well, professionalism.
Yeah, I'm
How
totally professional.
talented.
So, the topic I wanted to discuss is really, I mean, what brings you back to Transformers? Why? I mean, there are ups and there are downs. Some ups are great, like Armada. Some things are down, like, I don't know, Dreamwave,
Energon.
Masterpiece, Vinyl Tech.
Movie,
Yeah, the movies.
Alternity.
Yeah.
Flames.
the comics.
Why do we come back?
Otherwise, it's great.
What do we love so much? What do we love so much about Transformers that brings us back? It can't just be
movie in the head.
right now.
It can't just be like the Friends. I mean, for years I went
They're not good enough.
no, for years I went to
People are-
BotCon. I went to BotCon not even to go to BotCon, just to see people. But this last year I did as much with Transformers as I've done since 2003, and I had an absolute blast just doing Transformers stuff. I love Transformers now as much as I ever have.
I think I'm the same. It's just like ingrained into me nowadays.
Do you ever let it? I mean, so it's easy to let things get to you. I mean, the fandom.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
Sometimes the fandom is dumb. I mean, I'm part of it, but sometimes the just general, mindsets kind of 180 degrees out of phase, and sometimes that can be frustrating. But I mean, Beast Machines. Oh, Beast Machines is the worst thing ever.
Hey,
Blah, blah,
there's
blah.
nothing wrong with Beast Machines.
Nothing's wrong with
Beast
Beast Machines. It's
You see, the thing is with Transformers is for every piece of awesome, there's some absolute crap, and it's like,
It's everything.
well, it's an extreme high, then an extreme low. There's no kind of middle ground.
I mean, we just got
Well,
off
for
of
me, anyway.
Transformers Animated, which is some of the best Transformers we ever got. Transformers Prime
Absolutely.
doesn't look like.
I think you
Yeah.
can get that just yet.
I mean,
It's almost
design.
too early to be able to
He can.
tell.
Yeah, and,
Punch somebody.
and things that
The
the
thing-
producers have said that is like, oh,
Yeah,
Epic,
it's gonna
okay.
be a
See,
movie.
the thing I sense about Prime is it's the whole, well, we're gonna be in the movie verse. Well, that's a thumbs down straight away. And then they go, well, we're not making any toys. So that brings straight into mind the fact that all Hasbro need to do is repackage all 07 toys and all Revenge of the Fallen toys with Transformers Prime packaging.
yeah.
That's 2 thumbs down then.
2 thumbs down.
I mean,
You know,
but I mean, am I the only person here that's been out of the XV is in the same boat? Was out of the fandom for a while.
I was.
Mostly for the first movie.
Yeah, I mean, what brought you back? What brought you back to Transformers? I mean, you could.
Animated.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy answer, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I think for me it was Dreamwave more than anything.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
I still really
Hey,
like
a lot
you.
of us drink
Well,
the Kool-Aid.
So
Love it
first-
or hate it. Love it or hate it. Basically, there was just nothing, in my opinion, that I saw. No new toys, no anything. It was all Beast stuff, and I was like, yeah, man, whatever. And then it was Dreamwave that was like the first new piece of Generation 1, storytelling. And I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then I just immediately went and watched everything. Like, I watched Beast Wars, I watched Beast Machines, I watched, the first 5 episodes of Armada. The Armada.
That's all you
toys.
needed to
sorry.
watch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Billy, my mom said I ought to take this from you.
What?
Autobots, we've got a minicon in the desert. Let's go get it. Oh my god, there's Decepticons. And
Oh my
the
god, it's
Decepticons
Leader
do it.
One.
And then next
Leader
episode
One,
will be
stop
jungle,
him.
but set in a forest.
The Armada had one of the best
and
points
Decepticons
ever.
are fighting over a minigun, and the Autobots get this one.
Sadly, I watched the entire Armada series. I
got
don't
the
know how I
box
did
set.
it.
I got the box set, yo.
I made it most of the way through it on the initial run. I have never watched an episode subsequently. Rob, you were saying something about having the best point.
It has like for everyone who dislikes human kids in Transformers because they've failed to notice the past 25 years of Transformers TV. There's a point where Optimus literally tells the kids to stay behind, and they're like, "We want to help you," and he's like, "Well, you can help by standing over here."
You can help by shutting.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You
so
can
basically,
help by going back to school because that's where everybody.
about 75% of this fan base seems to hate has the line you really wanted to hear this whole time, like, "No, you're in the way."
I mean, it's true. I mean, like, Gary Chalk, if there's going to be an Optimus and if he's going to make sense, it's going to be Gary Chalk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he
Yeah,
was so
amen.
limited. I mean, after being so good on the mainframe series, he was just so limited to what he could do.
I mean, it was all obviously it was pre-scripted. There was no chance that he could really deviate from that, and he had to time everything out, and it was limiting for him. He's such a dynamic actor, and as Freddy versus Jason showed us, improved beyond a shadow of a doubt. That the whole dubbing scene really isn't for people like him. It's for people who are more structured and linear. It's not Gary Chalk. He should have been an animated, but David Kaye did a great job too.
Mm-hmm.
He did a fantastic job, admittedly.
Yes.
He did quite good. He did a good job.
So XV animated brought him back. For me, I wanted to do the podcast again. I'm like, man, I really miss doing RFC. I haven't done that since I was like a teenager. I think, okay, I want to.
I thought you were 23 when we started RFC the first time.
19, 20. I just turned 20.
I was like, the 1920s.
No, I just turned 20 when we started doing
on the
this.
phonograph.
Yeah, it's on the phonograph.
Go back.
Look what came in the mills,
Go back.
guys.
RFC is done in 1920.
Yeah.
He used to Morse code the whole show.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an
To our
ad!
boys overseas.
Yeah, but no, I wanted to do the podcast again. I mean, basically. So it's like, well, I really miss Transformers. I still love them. I still talk to all my Transformers friends, but I don't sit down and obsessively read the news like I used to, and I don't obsessively buy like I used to. And I was only out of the game for a couple of years, and it was a couple of
That's
years.
why the show is like it is today.
Exactly, because I completely missed Cybertron, basically, and
Oh,
the
man,
last
good for you.
and the last half of Energon. Not the toys. I really didn't buy much in the way of Cybertron toys, but I was pretty obsessive about buying Armada and Energon. But I think I got in Cybertron. I ended up getting Vector Prime and Hot Shot. That's it. But yeah, so it was like, well, I love Transformers. I miss Transformers. I think there's an opportunity here to bring the podcast back because I rarely did a week pass when someone said, "Hey, why don't you bring RFC back? Why don't you bring RFC back?" So I'm like, well, no, I'll do it. So spent a couple of months just obsessively reading and catching up, and here we are.
Cool.
So, but
I want to hear
I
Amy's
missed-
story.
yeah, Amy,
Oh,
what
yeah.
brought you back, or
What brought me back?
what keeps you here? I mean, Rob never left. What keeps you coming back to Transformers?
Well, first of all, I actually missed everything. I saw G1, and then I fell off the face of the earth into a cryostasis. And I woke back up after the first movie, pretty much. I mean, it was, I went to see, I heard that they were coming out with the Transformers movie, and I know everybody else was probably negative about it. I wasn't even in the fandom at that point, and I was like, awesome! I can't wait to see it. I loved it. At the time, I was kind of having babies, and so I kind of really couldn't
You
get on a fandom at that point. Yeah, I was.
I'm having a baby. I can't transform this alternator. Oh my god! No.
So essentially, you're what Ender is right now.
Well, I was.
Kinda,
The
except Ender-
second movie, when the second movie.
Yeah.
Okay, when the first movie came out in 2007, right?
Yes.
Yes.
2007.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
That's when I was having my second child, and so yeah, I was very, very busy. But last year, when the second movie came out, like a month before it came out, I just started getting really obsessive about G1. I thought, oh, I'd like to see that again. I was like, it's been, I'm getting ready to start the second movie, and so I didn't know where to find it, and I started actually looking at like Blockbuster and, Netflix, and thought, well, hey, I want to go watch this again. It's got to be out there by now. Everything's on DVD now. Where is it? And I couldn't find it. And I was like, doggone it. They had it, but it was like, really, really long wait. And that's really what happened is I got on YouTube, and I actually got my iPod Touch about that time. And I started searching YouTube videos online on my iPod Touch, and I found G1, and I started watching it all over again, and it just kind of snowballed from there. After the movie came out, I found podcasts, and that's really what got me back on board is that. So, long story short,
So,
it was kind of the movies, but at the same time, I just remember G1 from way back when I was a kid, and I thought, I want to get back into it again. So I just started watching stuff and getting connected with other people, and
If you think that you're
Yeah.
connected.
yeah, what is it about G1 though that made you want that just hooked you?
the characters in the story. That's what really hooked me, is the characters in the story. Back then, when we got...
Rob, that's not
Oh,
nice.
keep to yourself.
Rob,
then-
bad
Bobby.
Rob.
Me.
That fence is alive, Megatron.
Oh, we're awful.
No. When I was
G1
8
brought me
years
back.
old when G1 came out on TV. I remember vividly because for some reason, we didn't have cable for a while. Like we had the Disney Channel, and like that was it. And then I think that fall, my mom and my dad decided to like get cable. We'll try it out, see how it is. And for me, I didn't grow up on a lot of cartoons. So when it came out, when G1 was coming out on TV, I remember seeing a couple of cartoon advertisements, and I literally ran home for 2 weeks after school from the bus stop, hoping to see G1 on TV, Transformers on TV. I was like, oh, I want to see that. And so I ran home for 2 weeks straight, just going, oh, and I was so disappointed every single day when it wasn't there. And I think it was just that, for me, it was revolutionary. So I thought, oh, this is so cool. I really liked it. And I think it just, something about it just stuck with me. I mean, I watched G.I. Joe, He-Man, She-Ra, all of those other ones too after that. But something about G1 just really stuck with me.
I am so glad I'm not an obsessive He-Man fan, because I think I would have ended up killing
Oh, man,
myself.
you'd be suffering.
I would have killed myself
Yeah,
sometime
well-
around 1997.
Well, just one word sums up He-Man, and that's Fisto. Come on, really, Fisto?
Fisto is awesome.
Bend over,
dude.
guys. Here it comes.
He's got the
Scary.
best. He's got the best beard ever. Yeah, Fisto's beard is fantastic.
Mm.
Between
Ninjor's beard is pretty awesome too, but Fisto is fantastic.
I always like Clawful because, my name is Clawful, but not really because I only have one big claw. The other claw's really small.
the other claw is really small.
He
If
has,
they're
like,
both
white
big,
claws.
I'd be.
Huge.
If I'd be Claws Fulls.
Claws fulls.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
I'm a big ass crab. Someone won't beat me.
actually,
Yeah.
I think Fisto is up there. Ninjor is up there. But
Judo.
God,
The guy with the golden hand.
yeah,
It's like I punch. Oh yeah, well I chop.
a chop.
So
What
it
do you guys
seems
have
like
a gun?
So it seems like I haven't missed anything in terms of not like getting into the He-Man.
Well,
craze.
what you've missed is like the recent stuff, like the recent wave of like fake stuff, like the Wondar, who's a fake Wonder Bread character, and the guy who's a dentist from that Robot Chicken
What?
show.
Oh yeah, the dentist.
Yeah,
That's not-
so you really missed
Mola.
nothing at all from He-Man.
and I didn't miss the I also miss the Fun Matty Collector server time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, is that still going on? I assume yes.
Well, Digital River, the company that does it, is just awful in general. I tried to order something from Microsoft's home use program website, and it's fulfilled by Digital River, and I never got it. Never got it. Never.
Actually, you know what? I bought Windows 7 from them.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it. It was
Congratulations.
Yes.
Yeah, count yourself lucky.
But it was the most confusing thing I've ever seen. It's like, to download this, you must do this, and it was like 20 steps, and it was the most confusing thing ever.
Yeah, I tried to get Microsoft Office 2010 on HUP because it's such a great deal. I mean, it was like $10 for Office 2010, and nope, didn't work.
Yeah, I got Windows 7 for like $30, which is sweet.
That's a great deal. Microsoft employee price is like $15. Actually, if you have a TechNet subscription, it's free.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting a TechNet subscription, but it's $150 a year. But it's like a la carte, all you want.
But then you have to go
test.
through Digital River again.
Is it?
Right.
I don't think that's Digital River. Not that it matters. Matty Collector sucks because of Digital River. If it wasn't for Digital River, it wouldn't be that bad. What is Rob doing?
I'm playing with a ShamWow.
Do you really want to ask what Rob is doing?
Is that a real ShamWow or a knockoff Dollar Tree ShamWow?
Nope, it's not a
It
WoW.
does
It's
make
ShamWow.
Germany.
It's the
Wow.
same thing, right? I mean,
Nice.
they just create these things so they can sell it, right?
Yeah, probably.
No, true
I don't know.
story.
So,
Vince Hoffer actually bought a bunch from the flea market and had his name stuff put on them.
Okay.
No kidding.
the funny thing is, Rod's playing with the ShamWow, and I've been playing with this fan remote control for the past like 20 minutes.
Hold on, you're drooling.
Somebody's Verizon phone is going off.
So Rob,
Yes.
what is it that keeps you coming back to Transformers? I mean, you've never left, and you've been around since the beginning.
OCD.
OCD
The feeling
works.
that it's missing something.
I think we all have that, though, to be fair.
No, Tony. I think I legitimately have OCD about this to the point that I ordered. Remember the when Galaxy Force was out and it put out the Buzzsaw versus Blur pack and the Long Arm versus Stupid pack, and everyone had to have it.
Versus
It was Runabout or Run
Muck.
one of those guys. Yeah, Runamuck. Well, so I bought that, and then I bought the Cybertron versions.
Oh.
But yeah, OCD maybe. I remember, I think I've said this before, seeing that original commercial for Transformers when I was in kindergarten and like fantasizing about them the next day. Mind you, I had Diachrones and Shogun Warriors and GoBots. This was something new. It's the same thing. This was something new.
Yeah.
I didn't even grasp the concept of them transforming. It was just, yeah, it's
So it's an obsession, but do you not love Transformers? I mean,
yeah. I love some Transformers, yo.
do you not have like some emotional attachment to this?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's almost like you want to laugh at some point because it's like I'm 32.
Yeah.
It's
like,
I'm older than you.
But Amy, you went away from this at some point. I was in the 9th grade. Like some people have to hide stuff when they're a teenager, like their sexual orientation or drug.
Oh, that.
Transformers was your dirty little secret.
I was like
Put that on the
That's
table.
it.
Put my head back
sneaking
down.
around the store because someone's going to see me buying this. I'm not kidding, because the town I grew up in was kind of like Lord of the Flies when I was a kid, and nerds got beat up. So and I didn't want to get beat up for that. So you had to kind of hide your dorky stuff. So yeah, it never went away. And I'm just like, man, like I was buying like Beast Wars stuff, and like, you remember when Transformers? I was like, yeah, I remember those things.
I don't do that anymore, though.
Oh goodness.
Wink, wink, hint, hint.
I remember being so passionate about Transformers when I go into the store that I would talk to the kids about it, just like really excitedly. It's like, ooh, did you see this episode? Or ooh, what do you think about this one? It's like, oh, this one's not easy to transform. He knows how to transform them. Thank you very much. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
The worst experience for me for that is I was in my local Toys R Us and I was just having a look. This is a couple of years ago when they had the G1 reissues, and this little lad and his mother walked in the shop, and I was in the same aisle I was, down the Transformer aisle, and I'm having a look and going, you know, as you do, and his mother pointed at the reissue of Power Master Prime and went, "Oh look, Transformers." And this little lad, must have been about 5 or 6, went, "That's not proper Transformers," and pointed at some Energon rubbish. I was like,
FUATT.
oh my god.
You poor soul. You should have been like, you poor soul.
Nah, that's pretty awesome. I ought to high-five the kid. Like,
See,
You don't know
I
a proper
told
Transformer.
But then I went to explain, I went, yeah, but this is Generation 1. These are the very first Transformers, back from 1984. These are awesome. That's not quite so awesome.
oh, burn.
But I did manage to convince him to buy the reissue of Jazz. So, yeah.
So you made him buy a crappy
Oh.
toy. That was the cruelest thing that anyone's ever done to a kid that I know of.
You know what? He probably got so pissed off at that toy that he killed his little brother throwing it.
I
At him.
mean, seriously, if you're gonna make him buy a jazz mold, at least make him buy Ricochet so he gets the target master
That he can
too.
swallow. Yeah. So.
Well, yeah.
I remember around reissue time at Toys R Us, you know, Hot Rod first came out and he was just vanished before he hit the shelf. Same with Optimus. People were robbing the trucks to get to him, and Ultra Magnus was just sitting there.
Yeah.
Like no one was buying Ultra Magnus. And I remember going into the store to buy some. I think it was Armada or. No, Rid was still on the shelf at the time, I think. And I was looking for, because at the time I had hookup at Toys R Us. That's how I got like all the exclusives without looking for them. And I was waiting for my hookup to come bring me my Scourge, and this kid's going absolutely just nuts over G1 Ultra Magnus. This is the awesomest thing ever. And his dad was like, no, really, look at this one.
No, it's
Look
really
at this
not.
one. His dad remembered. And I was just like, kind of felt bad because I already had an Ultra Magnus at home, and then I had spent so much time my teenage years rebuilding a G1 Ultra Magnus from parts, buying them offline and finding them in yard sales, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll just buy this thing for $30, yay! And this kid's like, yay! It's like, no, kid, it took me 2 years to realize that toy's not that great.
I loved that toy as a kid. I thought it was the best thing ever. I remember when I didn't play with it, I was thinking about playing with it. But it's such an awful toy. It's like
this is the best show ever.
It's awful.
It's such a pretty toy, though.
Yeah,
it's good to look at.
It's cool to look at, but
in vehicle
much
mode,
build.
I will agree in vehicle mode, but in robot mode, it might as well be one of those like play castles or play houses that you look at the back end of it and it's just little places for things to stand. It's like the TV Funhouse.
Yeah.
True.
Thing. I mean,
Yeah, go back and
Crystal.
look at it. It does not age well.
no, it's a pretty god awful toy.
Oh
When
yeah,
I was,
absolutely. I'd agree with that.
But you know,
Well, for me-
the toy that I missed in my life that I want more than anything else that I never got was the Diaclone Magnus reissue from like
Yes.
5 years ago. I want that so bad, and I don't want to pay the $300 plus now it goes for. But it's such an awful toy, but I want it so bad. Piss Magnus
Yeah.
too, actually. So,
Yeah, P Magnus.
a Shining Magnus, I guess you can say, but
Shining Stream Magnus.
yeah, yeah, Shining.
Yellow Discipline now?
Yeah,
Yeah. Need to drink more water, Magnus.
yeah.
I don't know.
So, anyone else want to share before we jump into Twitter theater? Because we need to hurry up and do new Soundwave.
I mean,
I have one last thing I'd like to say.
Okay.
go on.
Just because I was talking with somebody earlier this week, or I can't remember if it was just a couple days ago or whatnot. The days are blending together. Basically, you know what? There's a lot of negativity. There can be a lot of negativity, and this is something that I kind of noticed when I first started like listening to podcasts. Because at the time, TF Wire was going, and then they ended a couple months later. And you know, that's one thing that I've kind of started to, well, I've observed it from the very beginning, but it really, maybe I guess right now I've been thinking about this, like what keeps you coming back type of thing. because you can easily get really burned out on Transformers if you overwhelm yourself
you?
too much with it.
If you let it
I think
burn
you
you
can.
out, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I think
take
that
your word for it.
because there is well, not for you, Rob. You're superhuman.
That's what she said.
I mean, it's a huge personal investment, emotionally and monetary. Back in 2000,
be.
back in 2002, after 4 or 5 years of collecting, I calculated that I'd probably spent something close to $30,000 on my collection at that point. And when you take something that seriously, and you put that much effort, because I didn't make a lot of money. I mean that was a lot of hours of work, put into this. And when something comes out, like I really didn't like Robots in Disguise to begin with. I still am not too fond of the toys, but the show is kind of fun.
Really?
But I'm like, God, I've spent so much time and effort on Transformers, and Hasbro is putting this crap out. What do I do? But it passes. And then we got Armada. Armada's show was awful, but the toys were brilliant.
Oh yeah, Armada Scavenger is awesome.
Yes, he is. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes, I love that toy.
Knuckles.
So, it gets better, and it's life. It's really, that's what it is. Some years suck. Some years are great. You just live through it. And if you decide you want to live through Transformers, fantastic. If you don't want that to be part of your life journey, dump it. I've decided not to dump it. I love it. It's here for the long haul and the Mixmaster.
I can't.
Well, I was talking with somebody about this, just like I said, a couple days ago, and I basically told them this. You gotta, if it's something that means something to you, even if it's just something that you're casual about, or even not casual about, whatever it is about it that keeps you coming back, you just honor what you find appealing, and just look for the positive things, because there's plenty of negative. I mean, there really is a lot of negative. But you've got to figure out, you got to find a balance in your life, so that if you want to keep it around in your life, then you got to balance it, or else, like I said, you just get burned out, and then you don't want to have anything to do with it, or you just fall off the wagon for a while and come back later.
Yeah, I've fallen off the wagon a couple of times. I probably will again. So
yeah,
it's not that hard. You just got to be a little nutty and talk to some of the members of this fandom for a few minutes. Oh, I did.
John did that for me.
I was excited for that, but yeah, talk to some of the members of this fandom. They just got to point the nuttiness in a different direction, and they can do it.
You know what? I think the nuttiness of the fandom gets into things that could have possibly turned me off from the fandom. Is that there's just so much bitterness.
There can be bitterness. That's true.
There's just so. I mean,
yeah.
Like Jack and I. No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I've noticed, because I'm a Star Trek fan as well as a Transformers fan, and generally Star Trek fans are all welcoming and everything goes, and everybody likes everything. But you come to a Transformers fandom, and it is seriously factions.
They're so damn spoiled, isn't it?
Yeah, but you get the nerds that, sorry, I'd use the word nerds, but you get them ones that
accurate.
Nerds.
I find that
nerd,
a compliment when somebody calls me a nerd.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But
It's
you
a
mean,
podcast.
We were nerds before nerds.
what I'm saying is,
I call myself a nerd.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I mean, I'm a nerd. I mean, look at
so
this.
am I.
And we can claim it because we were in the weird spots before the weird spots were cool.
Yes.
I'm still not cool, and I've been here this whole time.
You get those hardcore fans that just, like, when Michael Bay was announced to be director, sending him death threats, like, you raped my childhood and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, whoa, hang on.
That's way too serious.
There's a lot of Transformers fans that feel so entitled. That it's just like, a bunch of us, we're like, oh, okay, this stuff is not as exciting, so I'll just stop for a little while and I'll come back. Going to conventions and booing and doing things like that is just, it's petty and it's being little children. And then me being one of the reasons why I stick with Transformers, I haven't collected for 4 years now, but one of the things that stayed with me for me to stay with the Transformers fandom is because I work. It's because I work for T-Formers. And that's one of the big things. And just the bitterness between the sites and the fan sites and the thankless people that, I mean, just the way that the factions and the TFW hating T-formers and just stuff like that, just it doesn't make any sense. It's like we're all here to do the same thing, and that's to enjoy toys, pieces of plastic that transform, and for some godforsaken reason, we still love it. If there's no, I mean, being a collector and being a fan, it's not rational, right? I mean, the fact that you spend $20 on a transforming piece of plastic when you're past your, the described age on the box, you're there because you have a passion for it. It's nothing to get so upset over and to say, oh, I hate you guys because blah, blah, blah.
Well, if you think about it, it's the same rationale as sports fans, really, at the end of the day. Because
people spend thousands of dollars on sports tickets because there's no reason for it. It's just because they really enjoy it. And they're like, oh, why do you love sports so much? I don't know. I just enjoy it. And some people don't see it. And there's...
Well, that's it. I mean, you can go out and spend 50, 60 pounds, UK pounds on a football shirt, soccer shirt, which at the end of the season is now irrelevant because they've got a new shirt. So they'll go out and spend another £60 on another shirt. But then, same can be said with us, Transformers fans. We go out and buy Starscream, and we'll go out and buy every version of that mould. Thundercracker, Skywalker, Dirge, Ramjet, and Thrust, because it's repainted. We don't care, we'll have it.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I love your accent.
Yeah, it is awesome.
We love that.
It's kind of like being on Moonbase too.
You should listen to the first 2 minutes of Superhero Time, which got posted just today.
Yes.
We start the show with a brief discussion of accents.
Yeah, that's the accent show. That's really, RFC, most of the people on the show are from the South. Most, not all.
Yeah.
XV is from the South now. He wasn't born there, but Superhero Time is
from the South.
Yeah, Superhero Time it's the accent show. And hey, Mickey has the best accent ever. I love his accent.
Yes.
And he's from the South too.
He is from the South, very much so. So, anything?
Don't tell him that. You'll make him feel bad.
No, he's got a great accent. No, he's got a great accent. It's fantastic. I wish that was my accent. Mine's different.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy my accent. In the UK, it's considered not very pleasant.
Really?
Screw the UK.
Yes.
I like the way you say shirt.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Shirts.
Yeah, it's just you're like,
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
gonna buy this.
I'm on podcast, so I will say it as shirts.
See, that's beautiful. Because here we'll go to Walmart and say, I'm gonna buy this shit.
Yeah.
And yours sounds like educated. Just shut.
See, he says shirts, and it's awesome. And I grew up saying wooder.
What?
Well,
wooder is a Philadelphia accent for water.
Well, it's water
you
here.
say water.
So we said wooder.
Well, I live in what they call the East Yorkshire, which, if you look on the UK map, we're more or less halfway up on the east coast in like a big river.
You like live on the river?
Just about ish.
So you guys listen to like Credence Clearwater every day?
I don't think he gets.
No,
that.
it's murky brown is the color of the river.
So okay, so let's go ahead and jump to Twitter Theater before we wrap things
Yeah,
up because we're running way over.
Before we die.
Yeah. So
That's my fault. I do
crap.
apologize.
Yeah.
Rob, what was Twitter Theater this week?
Inappropriate uses of moms.
Yes.
It was.
I haven't
That's
watched it.
also, now that you mention it, that is also what Superhero Time is about almost every week.
Yes.
Go Pink Ranger, you're a mom.
But no, Rob, go ahead and share. What was the video? What actually was the video? Really?
I
mean, it was.
As you saw, it was a commercial for the ViewMaster Showbeam, which was a variant of the ViewMaster, where it was like a flashlight that projected the image on your wall instead of looking through the binoculars.
You can see where this is going now, right?
Go ahead. So it starts off, and these kids are playing with their Showmasters, and the mom comes and is like, "You guys need to go to bed." And they're like, "But we're playing with our Showmasters." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, that's fine then. Go ahead.
So she closes the door, and it shows the amazing art of the Transformers ViewMaster reel. And the kids are in there like, "Oh no, the Decepticons, no!" Like holding up their hands. That'll show you, Megatron. I mean, just acting. And the mom comes up and there's like all these explosions coming from the room. She comes over, what's going on in here? Like, we're just playing with our show beams, and then they shine it right on her chest.
Yeah, inappropriately on her chest.
And she goes, "Oh, you guys!" Like in Ricky's or something.
Yeah. All they needed to do is they needed to pop a Mentos, and it would have been awesome.
Yeah.
Inappropriate use of mums.
It's like she even goes like second, like, "Oh crap!" And they're like, "We don't have enough money for a
They
work
don't
with
have
it."
enough money for a reshoot of the commercial.
Public public television warping our brains even at a young age.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. That was the most ridiculous commercial I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I'll not do my-
Rob outdid himself. He's gonna have a hard
my
job
God.
next week.
That was good.
I really like this short format Twitter theater way more than the old format.
Yes.
Well, if it was either that or another German clip I found, but I decided to skip it since last week was a
Yeah.
it was a freaking
mix
siege.
it up.
You could probably go ahead and start doing like show segments, like really crazy stuff from that episode of Headmasters where they're all at the social, like drinking champagne, and Daniel looks awkwardly into the camera.
Is that the one where Hardhead's singing karaoke?
Yes, that is.
And
that
in
is
the
the
dub,
one.
it goes to the Japanese theme. He's like, "Oh, I love karaoke." Dong ding da die.
Oh, God.
Out of place.
Yeah. Okay. So let's go ahead and wrap it up because we're way over this week. So
Yeah.
anything
It was
else?
good conversation.
Yeah, it was.
It was good conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Any closing thoughts? Any closing thoughts? Anything, people, ladies, gentlemen?
Yes, my
Well, in a week's time, it will be auto assembly, and it will be awesome.
Yes, and
Awesome.
yeah, we want to hear back from you and anyone else actually who attended. That would be awesome.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you want me to.
Get as many pictures of high fives at auto assembly you can and send them to us. And this time, actually, send
Yes.
them to us.
Yeah,
that
that'd be
is a
great.
good idea. I will do that.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Tony.
So
No worries.
And-
go ahead, Peter.
And remember
William.
to sorry. My secret has been revealed. I don't know.
His name's Peter. Oh my God.
Oh crap!
XV's name is XV. It really is.
Check his
And,
license.
He's Dutch.
I'm giving all of us a new project awesome to do till next week. Weebum, go high five a hobo.
I can actually. You know what? I passed several of them on my way to work.
Okay.
You know-
I gotta say this. The best thing that ever happened to me at McDonald's is a homeless man walked up to me last year, and he walked up to me. I thought he was gonna ask for money, but he just looked at me and said, "Fairtax.org, go." Then he walked away. That was crazy. I love that.
Oh, that was awesome.
Okay.
Okay. Auto assembly gang, high five each other and send us a picture.
Oh, we will.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
And-
definitely.
send
We
Rob
should do
stuff.
that.
XV, put down the damn manwich and go outside
What's with the manwich thing anyway?
because I know you got one at all times.
Yeah.
Manwich good.
Actually, I almost never eat that.
Mm-hmm.
What about sloppy joes?
No,
Sloppy Joe. You'll start. Okay, go to the store, high five a can of.
I do like steak.
Okay, go buy a can of manwich and send us a picture of you eating manwich.
Okay, so let's go ahead and wrap things up. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at TF Radio. Be fans or friends or like us or whatever it is on Facebook. You know, if you got it, do it. It'll take you like 10 seconds. Just go to tfradio.net and there's down at the bottom you'll see a little box. The box says, "Hey, be a fan of Radio Free Cybertron on Facebook. It's awesome." So you click that and you are, and it makes you cool. So do it.
Yes.
Speaking of fan, don't forget to sign up for a PS3 DLC code thingamajig on T-Formers
Oh, yeah.
and the Facebook page.
Exactly. Because
5
Ooh.
chances. 5.
yes, 5. Pretty sweet.
The rest of you were killing.
Yeah, and check out all our podcasts at tfradio.net. We have lots of them out there, and going forward, we'll have them all in video, except for XV's show, because no one wants to watch XV.
I don't think anybody wants to listen to the show anyway.
No, they do. Kim just said, "Brian," you know, it's like one of those things. You don't need to say it Sorry. So,
Well, that's true. I mean, I already know that's the truth, you know.
okay, so
You're in your underwear right now, aren't you, XV?
of course he is.
But everywhere.
JD's in his
Too
underwear.
much
He's
information.
not even on the show.
He's probably got the boxer thong going on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No doubt.
It's got a little lace bow on it.
Dude, that's,
Okay,
you know.
so-
whoa.
Yeah. So we'll
We're really on one tonight.
yeah we'll be back next week. Thanks for listening. I want to thank everyone for being here. Thanks for coming on, Tony. You're awesome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
See you next time.